Well, I really like this part of town, which is called the Old Town or South Side or Zona Romantica. It's got different names to it. I find it has such an array of different cuisines, ethnic cuisines, and prices too. You can spend a lot of money or you can just get very reasonable prices. A lot of restaurants have been here for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And then the newer ones come up and they don't get it going and they close within 6 months. So it is high turnover for people that, especially people that are starting off in a restaurant and never done it before. People are scared of eating at some places, but once you learn and start trying places, you find out which ones are really safe for you. And they wash the vegetables so you don't get sick. One thing you look for in a taco stand that you've never been to and no one has recommended to you is that you look for the person who's cooking the food and the person who is making the change from the money being paid. And they should not be the same person, because money, as most of us know, carries lots of bacteria on it. It's just amazing. So she should have some kind of plastic gloves on it if she's going to touch any food and the money. And she should take the gloves off and throw them away. If you see a dog at a taco stand, it's safe to eat at, because the dogs won't stay there if it's not good food. A little secret that I have is Cafe d'Artiste is one of the best restaurants in Puerto Vallarta in the whole area. Thierry Boulouet owns it and is the executive chef there. And they have a nice bar as you walk in. And you can actually go in there after you've had dinner someplace and go in there and sit down and have a cappuccino or an espresso and a dessert. They have a nice dessert menu that they give you, so you can actually enjoy a French-style dessert there with a little something to drink. Produce, I would go to my favorite on Lázaro Cárdenas, which is called Emiliano Zapata Market, and that's a market that it's almost a city block, one story, and you go in and you can buy all kinds of fruit, vegetables. They have meats, they have chickens that she'll chop up to order for you. And then right across the street is a fruit and vegetable stand that's reputed to be one of the best in Puerto Vallarta. And we all go there that live in this neighborhood, we go there and shop because we can get really good fresh produce, which comes in the morning. And they have such a turnover there. You never see a bruised vegetable or anything. You go to the grocery stores and sometimes they've been sitting there for a while. So it's called Bacas. There's a chicken lady there, and if she's working, you might have to give her a little bit of money, but she has this hatchet like a machete, and you say 4 breaths and she pulls the chicken out by the neck, and they're already cleaned and everything, and she goes whack, 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 whack. And in like 6 hits, she's got the 4 breaths laying there. Perfect. She's done it all of her life, but you have to stand back because you're afraid that something's going to be, well, you're afraid that she might hit you instead. It's kind of scary. But to talk about fresh, there is a couple around this area near Achilles Cerdan, over there near Rizzo Shopping Center, that sell fish. They're fish markets. It's always best to go in the morning to buy your fish or your shrimp or whatever you're buying, scallops, clams. Go in the morning, try to get up and go in as soon as they open and get it right away in the morning, because it sits there on ice, and then by afternoon I really don't have a desire to buy it or smell it, especially in this heat. I was talking to a friend last week, and she and her husband bought a whole Washinango, the whole red snapper, from a fisherman who had just come up, and he had a whole catch of them. And they bought it and took it back to their hotel, had the hotel cook it and prepare it, and then served it for them for dinner. And they said it was just unbelievable because it's so fresh, So the guide is meant for everyone. It's not just for tourists, and it's not just for gringos that live here and speak English, but I include taco stands, little mom and pop places that you'd walk right by and wouldn't go in because you didn't know if it was any good. So I really specialize in putting in non-touristy places that everyone's heard about, everyone knows about them. I'd like to get them into places that they haven't heard about. You can buy it online at Cafe Press, and then you can buy it on Amazon.com as an ebook.